and welcome back everybody to this free absolute course in Golang and Git. The first thing you do need to know and some prerequisites are HTTP endpoints and get, post, all those methods, how they work. After that, you should watch this video. If you don't really have those concepts clear, I do recommend a video by IBM. I would be tagging that video under the description. Create a Go project. You do need a Go file, a main.go, but you also do need a mod file. What the mod file does is manages all of your tools and third-party code that you've been using in your application. We are going to use a third-party tool called Golang Git, and this is their GitHub page. I'm also going to be going through it with you on the video because I want you guys to think like a software developer. Now, to create a mod file, the command is go mod init and the name, and let's call it bank app. Let me create a Go file as the main.go, code main.go. In a separate terminal, I am also going to be downloading this skin package and let that run. Okay, that was fast. In the main.go, I'm going to be giving a package name. As all of you know, packages are essential. Packages help manage dependencies. You can have multiple packages, but the most important package is package main. That's found in the root directory of your application. Package main and function main. The main function is the entry point of your application. Now let's create a base router. The router helps us give methods like get functions, post functions, and many other functions, and it's a helping tool for us. So I will create a variable called router, and the router is equals to gin.engine. I am so sorry, it should be equal to gin.default. This returns a variable called gin.engine. If you hover over router, boom. Now let's make a handler for our endpoint. The simplest way you can do this is function, name whatever you want. Let's say hello world, and it takes in a gin context. So it's a pointer to gin.context. In this context, we have multiple functions, but the function we're going to use at this moment is c.json or JSON. We are going to be returning some JSON. This also requires a status code. Let's return 200 as a OK. And again, if you've not done HTTP before, I do recommend watching IBM. And a object. The simplest way to return a anonymous object here is going to be gin.h, and text, we'll call it text, and we'll call it hello world, boom, a comma. Now we're going to use the router to create a get endpoint. The endpoint requires a path as its first argument, and it also requires the handler. Again, you do not need to call the function by brackets. You just need to provide the function definition, not the brackets. And in the end, we will say router.run on port 8080. If you go run dot, it should be running in the terminal for you. Amazing. Now if you refresh again, or we can go here, localhost 8080. It returns us the JSON response as hello world. That's all for the part 1. Next part, we're going to create some separation, some separate